Good morning. My name is Jamie Hollis, and I serve as the program manager at the Edith Bush Institute. I am joined by Annetta Wilson this morning from speakwithEase.com, and she's joining us to talk about her upcoming webinar, How to Stay Relevant and Tell Your Story in Uncertain Times. So good morning, Annetta.
Hello, Jamie. It's great to be with you.
I'm so glad you're here. So why don't you just start off with telling us a little bit about yourself?
Like, who is this woman and why should we listen to her?
Exactly.
Well, after spending literally over half my life working in the broadcast news industry, I realized how important communication is and how quickly it goes sideways. So professionally, my background is as a journalist. I was the first African-American weekday news anchor in Central Florida history. So I'm really proud of that tidbit.
Absolutely.
But spent a lot of years as a reporter, anchor, producer, talk show host, and writer. So my entire adult life has been centered around how to communicate with relevance in a way that people quickly get it. And it prompts them to either be, do, or have more than they could before. So that's what drives me. Communication as a vehicle for change.
Got it. Well, your background certainly lends to that, that's for sure. So thinking about the topic, how to stay relevant in uncertain times, tell us some thoughts about kind of why you think this topic is so important right now.
Because right now people are a little off balance. And I don't mean that in an emotionally off balance way, well, if you are, because when we are not used to things remaining the way we want them to be, things go haywire. All of those protections and masks and walls that we put in front of us to help us operate in a way that we've always been used to are gone now. We literally have masks now, actually and literally, which if you think about it, is like something out of a Twilight Zone movie when you go out and everybody has on a mask.
Right.
So it can mess up what's happening here. And that means what you used to do, what brung you here is not going to get you to the next place. So you have to be able to adapt to stay alive and stay relevant. And that's especially true with organizations whose goals and aims and mission is to help people.
Understood. So yeah, I'm thinking about that. Obviously at the Institute, we're always thinking about how do we support and wrap our arms around the nonprofit community. And, it's been a difficult time, as we all know. So as you think about the nonprofits in Central Florida and even beyond, who are the people that should attend this session?
Well, if you are part of an organization and you've been having conversations like, how do we let people know we're still here? What do we do to change our message? What we used to say isn't working anymore. Or you're a new player in the game and you want people to know, this is what we were made for. This is our time. But how do we get people to listen? The bottom line is knowing that you've got to change what you've always done to get something new. And that's really with any industry or individual who's out here trying to make a difference right now. You can't use the same message because the times are completely upside down. So this is for people who want to know, number one, how do I even create that new message? Or if I like the message I have now, how do I shift it so it doesn't sound like I'm doing something completely new? And number two, what do I even say when somebody asks, what do you do? And the old message doesn't work. So if you're doing any of this, this is the right session.
This is for you. Okay. Well, I think this is going to be a great session. I'm really looking forward to this. I agree. There's never a more important time to think about how we're communicating the mission.
And there are ways to, what's the word everybody's using to death? Pivot. There are ways to do that, and they may surprise you, because some of them may mean you start out with a negative. So I'm just going to leave that as a little tease. You have to start out with a negative.
Perfect. Well, can't wait to learn more about that. So for those of you who are interested in this session, we encourage you, please check out our website. So Annetta will be delivering this workshop, this webinar with us September 10th. And we are hoping to make this convenient for all. So we're offering both a morning and an afternoon session. The morning session will take place from 10 to 11:30. The afternoon session will happen from 1 to 2:30. So as you can see, it's going to be some great stuff, an important message. So we hope you tune in. See our website for more details. Thank you. Thanks, Annetta.
Thanks, Jamie.